still dealing with the demons from his past in the season finale of Homeland on RT2 tomorrow night at 9. But here on One Now, Kieran is about to see some demons unleashed from Libby in Shortland Street.
Wait, Tito.
Hi, you must be Queenie. I'm Brooke. I want to help you set up the clinic. I swear that's why I'm here.
I want you to leave in the morning.
It is so beautiful here. I'd happily make the commute.
Are you offering your services to the clinic?
I don't want to work with you at the clinic. I don't love you, and I never will. I want you out of my house and out of my life.
Just in time. I was about to start without you.
The cake sample's great.
Do you really need me to taste them all? You're only going to choose the one you like anyway.
No, we are going to choose the one that I like. Besides, it's not just the cake. There's a lot of other stuff to organise.
Well, don't worry. We'll get through this. Now, do you want some coffee?
Sure. Hi.
Hi.
Kieran, coffee, yes or no?
Yes, please.
Rachel,
Not for me, thanks.
are you sure? Look, have some cake. Points out of 10.
I can't. They want me down at the police station.
What more can you tell them?
Beats me.
Well, I can take you.
Thanks, but I've ordered a taxi and it's on its way, so I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Eat.
Oh, can't wait for the coffee.
Well, yeah, if you want to be here all day. Look at the size of the list.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
Where are you going? As if I didn't know. He's gone for a cigarette.
Oh, I didn't know he smoked.
Well, I hate it. He only smokes when he's stressed.
Weddings will do that to a man.
What's he going to be like on the big day? Probably have to pop out for a drag between the I-dos.
Morning. Oh, I was about to bring you breakfast in bed. You should have stayed there.
What's the time? I left my cell phone down here somewhere.
Where do you stand on whipped cream?
Sorry?
With pancakes. We're allowed as long as it's with fruit, right? That was always a rule when I was a kid.
Well, I'm not sure I've got time.
Of course you do. Sit down.
Oh, don't mind me.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no. I should have JJ at daycare by now. I didn't even call Tanya to tell her I wouldn't be home.
I'm sure she figured it out.
Tanya, it's me. I am so sorry. I'm on my way now. Can you call me when you get this? I'm going to be so late for work. I've got to go.
Are you going to get dressed first?
It must be love.
This morning, Tammy.
I feel tired, Dr. Bill.
You feel tired.
Oh, wow. I thought you'd be hours away yet.
No, I woke up earlier. Thought I might as well hit the road. Whack now, though.
Well, I'm heading into work, so you'll have the place to yourself.
Sweet.
Unless you're working this morning, I can wait if you want to ride in.
No, I've got the day off.
Okay, well, coffee's in the pot, and you're a bit low on bread, but I'll pick some up later.
Oh, no, do that. You've got enough going on with flat hunting.
Yeah, I've been looking online. I saw a couple of good apartments, so I'll call the property managers when I get into work.
Okay, good.
I might not be able to move out immediately, though. These things can take a week or two.
No, it's okay. Weeks, no problem.
Great.
Again, I knew it. And what was with the sudden urge to go for a walk around the garden at Dad's place? You promised me.
Cutting back, okay?
It doesn't look like it.
Sophie, give me a break. I've been cooped up with you and your father for half the morning.
You're planning our wedding. Do you even remember what we decided?
A classic two-tiered fruitcake. A little dry for my taste, and I wouldn't have gone with marzipan, but hey, your day, your cake, who am I to argue?
Oh, I wish you had. You barely said a word. Same about the music.
Was it because half the names you mentioned I'd never even heard of?
Dad, either. That didn't stop him chipping in, did it?
I told him we didn't want Celine Dion, didn't I?
Yeah, that's about all you said.
Flick us one of those, will you?
Take the whole pack.
What's up with her? Buy your own.
You owe me.
For what?
The lease deal. I put £5 grand down.
I thought you were broke.
Emergency fund. Now it's all gone, and I still owe another 5. Those guys at the docks aren't going to let me off just because you scuppered.
Well, I'm sorry, that's your problem, not mine, because I've got bigger things to worry about.
What, like Sophie's pre-wedding heavies? It doesn't even come close.
No, not her, Rachel McKenna. I saw her this morning. She was on her way to see the police again.
Why?
I don't know, but I don't like the way she looked at me.
She's pretty sour at the best of times.
It was more than that.
You're imagining things.
How was Tanya?
Ropeable. She was putting JJ in the car to take him to daycare when I got home.
Didn't she get your message?
She was too busy giving him breakfast, and JJ thought it would be fun, have a food fight, so she had milky cereal all down her front.
But you got him to daycare?
Just.
And you made it to work on time?
No, I was half an hour late. Fortunately, Scotty wasn't around to notice.
Well, there you go. No harm done.
All the other nurses noticed. I am the boss. I'm supposed to set an example.
You're allowed a few perks. I was going to call in sick myself just to see if you let me get away with it.
Don't you ever do that to me.
I'm joking. Have you had your tea break yet?
No, I wasn't going to have one.
But you have to. It's in the rules.
I'll just grab something later.
Or you could meet me outside. The park bench by the stream. It's a beautiful day out there. A real scorcher.
I can't.
You can. It's easy.
You are not actually due a tea break for another 10 minutes.
What do I care? I'm sleeping with the boss.
9 million copies sold worldwide. Apparently it really works.
Yeah, if you believe the blurb on the back of the book.
We are even allowed to smoke while you read it. He actually encourages it.
Oh, good. Do you realise I'm a very slow reader?
You don't even want to quit, do you?
So, I'll quit in my own time. Your nagging me isn't going to make it happen any faster. What can I get for you?
Flat white, please.
Sure.
Maybe the book only works if people buy it for themselves. You can lead a horse to water,
But you can't make it jump.
I thought it was drink.
It doesn't matter. I can't make Kieran do anything.
I'm sure that's not true. The trick is to make him think that it was his idea.
Why does there have to be a trick?
Because he's a man. They're more complicated than they make out.
Waste of money.
Just leave it lying around. He'll pick it up one day when you're not looking.
Yeah, well, everything will happen one day, but what about the wedding? It's the end of next week.
Is Kieran not pulling his weight?
I don't want to stress him out any more than he already is, but I can't do it on my own.
What about your dad?
He's great, but I can't see him curling ribbons for the goodie bags, can you?
I can't really see Kieran doing it either. Would you like a hand?
Oh, you don't have to. I wasn't hinting.
No, I'd like to help.
Okay. Thank you.
Maya, been trying to find you.
I was on a break.
You were meant to help Tanya with the GIK infusion, Mrs. Latifah.
I waited 30 minutes. You never showed.
So I had to do it.
I'm sorry.
She had a mishap with some coffee. Well, it was my fault. I bumped into her and she wore the lot. We had to find some new clothes and it took ages.
Okay. Well, let's just try to make up some time now, eh?
Spill on the uniform, eh? What a coincidence. This morning, JJ threw his breakfast all down my front. Remember I told you about it?
Yeah, what a coincidence.
You've got work to do. I should go.
No, it's okay.
I was on my way home and...
And you didn't want to be by yourself. That's perfectly understandable.
The police think I've been lying about the car. They showed me photos and there's a lot more damage than I said, but...
Ah, I think I know how that happened.
Oh, sorry. This is urgent. These are your briefing papers from the DHB. You'll need them for your 2 o'clock.
Thank you. Libby, you were there, I think, when Sid Mitchell had a go at Rachel's car.
Yeah, I was.
What's this?
Sid liked Morgan more than any of us realised, I think, and,
He didn't take the news very well, and he got to the car before the police could impound it.
he whacked the bonnet with a piece of wood.
And you didn't bother to tell this to the police?
But she will now. Please.
Yeah, of course.
Are you okay?
Not really.
All right. Tell you what, I can deal with these later. How about I buy you a cup of coffee?
You've got your 2 o'clock to think about.
No, with one phone call, I can turn 2 o'clock into next week.
I just need to sit for a minute.
Okay. What happened?
I told you. I was on my way home. It's funny how easy it is to walk into a bar, even when you're telling yourself you're not going to. It's not quite so easy to walk out again.
Did you have a drink?
I came so close. And if I'd started, I wouldn't have stopped.
If I told you 10 years ago that I slept with a woman, you would have run screaming from the room with your hands over your ears, and now you want to know all the juicy details.
Not all of them. Are you happy? That's all I really care about.
Getting there. How about you?
I have my moments. That's all you can hope for sometimes.
When are you going to make up with her? When it stops being weird, which it isn't going to. Don't give me that holier-than-thou look. Do you know, I was late for work this morning, and who was the first person I see? Scotty, checking his watch. And I didn't have Nicole there to make up a little lie for me. Tanya, you didn't spill anything on your uniform, did you? That was my story, and she filched it.
I didn't ask her to.
You didn't shut her down either.
Would you have?
Where were you anyway?
When?
When you were supposed to be helping me with the GIK infusion. I shouldn't have had to ask Scotty.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was in the park with Nicole, and we lost track of time.
You were skiving.
I am in love. I didn't think it was going to happen again.
Okay, I'm happy for you, truly. But you don't have to be so grateful that you let Nicole twist your whole life out of shape.
Excuse me?
You're not 18 anymore, Maya. You're a mother and a charge nurse. And so far today, you're doing a pretty crappy job of both of them.
I gave you a 20.
Say, did. Have a nice day.
I saw that. You didn't even check.
Well, the customer's always right. Sometimes the customers are so annoying, you just want to get rid of them.
I'll go away too for $5,000.
We're not back on that again, are we?
I had a visit just now. The guys from the dock.
They came here?
Yeah. Nice bar, they said. Nice booze supply.
Hey, was it a threat?
And it wasn't a kiss and a promise. But we need that, Dosh.
We?
Sydney Mitchell? Yeah, that's me. No, fine. I'll see you there. Yeah, as soon as I can. The cops want to see me.
About what?
Rachel McKenna.
Oh, hell.
Like, if she was pointing the finger, they'd be straight after you, wouldn't they? Why would they bother mucking around with me?
Probably because they're building a case I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know. So don't panic until we've got something to panic about. If you want to take your mind off things, try working out where we're going to get that $5,000.
Do you know these guys? Oh, Tanya saw them last year. She came home raving. I was a bit bummed that I missed them.
Well, tonight's your chance. They're launching their second album. Cheap drinks and everything.
I bet. They'll be trying to drag in the students. Who else would be drinking this early in the week?
Well, it's the middle of summer. Half the country's still on holiday.
Not me. I've got to finish next month's rosters.
But next month is weeks away.
People need to know so they can plan their lives.
Meanwhile, you don't get a life at all. That's not fair.
That's how it is.
So the rosters are late for once. Who's going to care?
I will.
Are you seriously going to take Brooke home with you?
I do it all the time.
Oh, come to the gig, please.
I can't. Maybe when you get a bit of responsibility, you'll understand.
You're not allowed to enjoy yourself 2 nights in a row. Got it. Loud and clear.
What's all this?
Place cards and goodie bags for Sophie's wedding.
How'd you get roped into that?
Oh, I offered.
Why? What's in it for you? Daniel.
She looked like she needed a friend. All that stuff to do and no mother around to help. I felt sorry for her, the poor wee thing.
Looks like you'll be there for a while.
Oh, I can move to the bedroom if I'm in the way.
No, you're good. Well, how'd the property manager go?
Sorry?
Those apartments you said you were going to look at.
Oh, I had an appointment for 2, but I didn't realise how long this was going to take. 2 o'clock rolls round, and I'm up to my elbows in glue and ribbon. I had to ring and cancel.
Right.
I tried to reschedule for tomorrow, but he didn't have his diary with him.
Oh, there must be other apartments. How hard have you looked?
She just said she's been busy.
Yeah, busy sucking up to Sophie.
Actually, I have been ringing other flats in the paper.
No, you don't have to explain things to him. It's time you learn to keep a civil tongue in your head.
You know what? I'm not done running.
I'll sort him out when he gets back.
He's angry. Can you blame him?
Yeah, it doesn't mean he can take it out on you.
There. Is that frou-frou enough for the wedding of the year, or does it need more ribbon?
It's a work of art. Sophie's lucky to have you on the case.
Maya, how'd you go with sorting out cover for the night shift? You know, Linda's still sick, eh?
And Mary's at a wedding. It's all sorted. I'm expecting 2 bureau nurses.
Great, thanks.
I do know what I sounded like before.
My grandmother?
Probably.
Oh, you had a point. I'm young and silly.
No, you're not silly.
I don't really think so either. I chose you, didn't I? You want to make it up to me? Kiss me. Go on.
Those 2 bureau nurses. I hope they're sending people who've worked here before. Makes all the difference when we're busy.
I did ask. They said they couldn't promise.
Can't be helped, I suppose. Just as long as they're not a couple who can't keep their hands off each other, I'm sure they'll get the job done.
Save the lecture, Sophie. I know backwards.
I just can't win with you, can I? You snap at me when I try to help, and you snap at me when I don't do anything.
Well, it's not just you. I've been scowling at the customers all day as well.
Yeah, but the customers don't have to live with you, do they? Tell me what's going on. I'll catch you.
Sorry, I'm just not very good company today. Don't worry, though. I'll be back to my chirpy old self by tomorrow, I promise you.
How about I buy you a coffee? Not here, at Sugar. I think it's time we had a proper talk.
You're working now?
Sort of. This is diabetes research for the Marae Clinic.
I didn't ask you to do that.
I know, but I couldn't sleep when I got home last night. I had all these ideas whirling around in my head, so I thought I might as well get them down. I wondered whether regular group meetings would be the way to go. Getting people to take responsibility for their own care and keeping each other on track.
You know, something we talked about after you left.
You're way ahead of me. Of course you are.
This is pretty detailed. I didn't realize you were so into it.
No, you just thought I was there to be close to you.
Actually.
That's what it was about at first. But once I'd met the people, well, I realized what a difference I could make. I was surprised how good it felt. You came to me, remember? Because you knew Kieran was hiding something.
It was just family stuff, his father. Kieran explained everything.
Well, it didn't sound like that 10 minutes ago. Sophie, I heard you. Something's going on, something he won't talk about. You can't marry him, not like this.
Yes, I can. He has a lot on his mind, that's all, and I trust him.
Well, so did I, but do you know how many times he lied to me?
I'm sorry you got hurt, but I'm not you.
This isn't about me.
Are you sure?
If you think that I'm jealous, you couldn't be more wrong.
Sorry, but I don't have time for this. I'm getting married in 10 days and I've got stuff to do.
Sophie.
Thanks for the coffee.
Hi. What did you do to her?
Poor thing, she's as deluded as I was.
About Kieran? Don't you think she would have heard it all by now?
She's convinced herself that he's a changed man.
Well, maybe he is.
Then why did she come to me 2 weeks ago? Worried sick about his moods. How come I just heard her begging him to tell her what's going on? Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Well, maybe it's just pre-wedding jitters. Look, Callum obviously thinks Kieran's a new man, otherwise he wouldn't be supporting the wedding.
You're right. I'm the only one that can see things clearly. Something's up and I'm going to find out what.
Just remember that Kieran was Morgan's friend too.
So?
So people grieve in funny ways.
I rang the bureau back, put in a request for nurses who are more familiar with the ward. I asked for Angela, remember how much you liked her last time? And they said they'd try their best. They actually sounded like they meant it.
Thanks.
Did he just give you a bollocking?
No, he just gave me that I'm very disappointed in you look.
Oh, the same look you gave me when I asked you out to that gig.
Did not.
Yes, you did. You were like,
Stop it. And no more snogging at work.
So this very important roster that you're taking home.
What about it?
How long will it take?
A couple of hours at least.
Well, great. The band doesn't start till 9. I'll let you get your work done and then I'll pick you up in a taxi, 2:45.
And what about JJ? There's no way I can get Tanya to babysit, not after this morning.
Well, what are grandmothers for? Why be a nanny yourself when you can call Yvonne?
Okay, you've worn me down. Only if Mum says yes.
She will.
And if you pick Mrs. Andrews up from recovery like you're supposed to do 5 minutes ago.
Oh, there goes that look again. Here's boss.
That was a long run.
Yeah, run, walk, whatever.
You better grab a shower, then it's almost ready.
Where's Brooke?
I'm not sure.
I'll tell you where she's not. Out looking for somewhere to live.
She's been looking every spare minute.
Yada, yada,
Why
yada.
would she want to stay? She knows there's nothing here for her.
So why is she still hanging around?
Well, you try finding an affordable flat. It's not that easy.
Or she could always go back to the IV.
There's no point wasting money. There's a spare bed here.
Yeah, right down the hall from yours. Nice and handy. What? No, that's what she'll be thinking.
Set the table on the weather, shall we? What'd I tell you?
Oh, sorry, the cooking house closed. So what happened?
A lot of questions as to why I'd want to trash Rachel's car and to own up to a violent streak. But don't worry, you barely rated a mention.
Well, we didn't say anything stupid.
Moving right along. If I check my bank account, am I going to find it's gone up $5,000?
I don't owe you anything, all right? You don't owe those wharfies anything either. Those cars are death traps. They should be reported and crushed.
Yeah. First the cars and then us. Those guys mean business, right? What we need to do is pay up and shut up.
Why is this my problem? I mean, why do you even come here in the first place, eh? All you've done is cause trouble. Everything that's gone wrong has been your fault.
You think? I haven't killed anyone, have I?
You do not mention that again, do you hear me? Ever.
Kieran, what's going on?
Oh, it's just the usual. We're brothers who wind each other up like crazy. We always have.
I heard the word killed. Who have you killed?
Uh-oh, there won't be any wedding bells there, but tomorrow night a footballer and his girlfriend have a small guest list but very busy schedules, so Peter Kelly steps in to lend a hand with Frank's DIY Brides at 7 o'clock here on RTE1.